welcome back, family, friends, and YouTube universe. We are back with another chicken challenge this time instead of burgers. It's your boy, MastermindX, with my good buddy, Eric.
Hello, hello.
We remember Eric from the channel, very much so from the burger challenge, but also
correct.
Big Ray's.
Big Ray's.
Still living the Big Ray life?
I think so. I have not been there since then, but I mean,
it's all right.
I can't imagine anybody beating that, honestly.
Big Ray's,
not to be arrogant.
I was going to say, is where it's at. That spot.
If you're doing that in 10 minutes, you got
well, I was going to say, I think you got it right.
I did
right?
Like 10 minutes.
Like 10 minutes? 10 minutes?
Yeah, I'd love to. I need to walk back in there and see if
and that was what? 2 24-ounce burgers, 2-pounder hot dogs, 2 pounds of fries, pound of fries,
and that
large soda. So we're going to get into about, well, you saw in the little intro here, and I can show you again with movie magic, a bunch of chicken sandwiches. And the reason we're doing chicken sandwiches is because everybody loved your burger reviews. So we got to know what the golden palate thinks about the chicken that we can get to us in Central PA. Because obviously we don't have like Church's or Raising Cane or Bojangles, which are the other three I think that kind of migrate on the East Coast, but we can't get there.
Sure.
So I, in preparation for this video, obviously watched our old video, but I also checked out something really cool. It was called Super Size Me 2.
I never saw that one.
I don't know if you know.
I never saw that.
It's the chicken side of the fast food craze that he did in the first one.
Right.
So I wanted to bring an awesome fact that I found and possibly the reason why we're doing this.
All right.
So it says that the fried chicken sandwich sales in fast foods are up 30% since 2012, according to a 2019 survey, which I know we're in 2022, but this is the closest data that we had. So chicken's the new beef.
Apparently.
I think chicken's the new beef.
I'm still a burger guy at heart, but I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how these sandwiches hold up with transporting, you know, I mean, things like that.
This is true.
To see how the whole, you know, burgers are more moist, they have more fat, they have that, you know what I mean?
It will, I guess you're right. Burgers can last a little bit longer at different temperatures.
Yes.
With the chicken though, as you noticed, everybody's going to it. There's this new.
That is true.
There's this new technology of this papery foil on the inside bags.
Good point.
The Burger created the clamshell, you know, with the Big Mac. Right. The chicken made the foil bag.
Sure.
You mother clucker. All right. So enough of our BS. Before I get into it, I do want to thank you guys for joining us again. Remember, if you like what you're seeing, hit that bell. Hit that subscribe button at the bottom, click that like button, he's got it, and comment below. Let us know if there's any other challenges you want to see big old Eric here eat, because, you know, we'll do it. That's what we do for you.
Absolutely.
All right, let me get us ready for our first sandwich. All right, guys, so just to let you know what we're going to do, I am, for food safety, gloved up, and all the sandwiches were purchased within the last hour, so we are inside of that beautiful 141 and above non-danger temperature zone for less than 4 hours, in case anybody from the Department of Agriculture, Health and Human Services here. I am literally not trying to kill my friend. No. He will survive, and to prove it, I will eat some as well. So the other thing that we are going to do for this video is we're going to introduce what I like to call the glamour shot. So I got one of these little they're called Dragon Touch, and you said it earlier, it's a super lightweight 4K camera. So as we go through here on the video, you're gonna see us cut away. After we open up the sandwich and review it, we're gonna do what's called the glow up or glamour shot. Get that chicken sandwich shown to you, see what Eric's about to eat, and then we're gonna go ahead and get a rating. Eric and I are both going to assess a rating from the 0 or 1. Right. You know, I mean, we really want to be horrible. You know, we could give somebody a 0. Good. All the way to 100. Tally up the scores. We'll get all that stuff onto the screen for you. At the end, we will assess a winner and give them the notorious Grand Cluck Award. You know,
I like it.
All right.
Pluck you.
Yeah, pluck me, pluck you.
That's right. Exactly.
That's all right.
There you go.
All right, so let's get this first one unwrapped. We are going with. Oh, that's the other thing, which is great. Wasn't planned, but we decided to, you know, get into it. there's a lot of places now, like I said, chicken's huge, 30% sales are up. They have a regular and they have a spicy. So we did for a couple of places where they had the spicy option, got ourselves some spice. Now, I hope I don't embarrass myself on the internet because I don't do spice too well.
And that's the spice on there? Is that
this
spice?
one says original.
That's the original, okay.
And this is the one I'm excited for you to try because you have not had Burger Kings, correct?
Dude, I haven't had any of these. I have not had any fast food chicken sandwiches in years.
You gotta get with
like
the
a McChicken. I was a McChicken dude back in the day. You know, the lettuce and mayonnaise, and that's about it.
I'm glad you brought that up. So you know what I think the biggest thing and innovation has come through in the last couple of years with chicken is you had the original chicken sandwich from Burger King. You had the McChicken.
Right.
Those were basically the big show version of a chicken McNugget. You know, it was ground beef or ground chicken.
Right.
In there, it wasn't a patty.
No.
Our first one here.
Real. It was low quality.
It was low quality.
Low quality.
What do they call that? Pink slime.
There you go. Exactly. Look at that bunny.
So
I mean, come on.
We're doing brioche.
Yes.
You know, it's a whole different world here.
It is.
And then once you start looking into your ingredients, your lettuce is okay. It's a little bit. Yeah.
Definitely not a piece of McChicken right there.
And then you got yourself. Look at that.
It's almost like it looks like a huge tender kind of like a.
We're gonna superimpose the glamour shot over onto that, and again, always keeping food off of his wife Danielle, beautiful lady. Her table, got to make sure we're clean and respectful, everybody. Remember that. So, we'll get this sucker back together, glamour shot it up, and then we're going to split it.
Looks pretty solid.
Solid. Would you say this is a hen of a sandwich?
I would say so.
All right, how did that chicken look? That was pretty nice. Got a nice in-depth crunch factor in there. So let's get this puppy in half. Now, when you eat, I know this isn't sandwiches, but when you eat wings,
yes,
you a flats or a drum guy?
I'm actually a drum guy.
Yeah?
I'm a drum guy, yes.
I like flats. Now look at that. Let's see if we can get a nice close-up.
That actually looks really good.
That's good chicken. All right. So you take your half there.
All right.
I'll take mine. So far I can tell you, look, you got a little squeeze action.
It's got a good.
That's got some juice.
It does. That held pretty well. All right, you ready? Let's do this. Cheers.
Cheers. For a burger place, it's not bad.
It's not bad. It's very clean. Very clean tasting. No grease. I'm not getting really any grease. I'm not getting any. It's actually pretty good. I mean, it is what it is. It's your classic, right? It's a classic. Is that what
this is the Chicken.
Chicken classic. Is that what? I mean, it's just called.
No, the Chicken. Their classic is the one that is the minced meat chicken.
Okay. Mm.
So not bad. Not bad.
Dude, I'm gonna house this whole thing. I gotta save room, but this is actually, it's growing on me by the bite. That's pretty good. That is, like you said, look how that's moist.
I mean, it's a good piece.
It is. It's very impressive.
Of chicken.
I'm impressed.
Very good.
Pardon me, I'm a savage when I eat, so.
That's okay. You know what?
I talk with my mouth full.
You got to enjoy it. You know.
Right.
So,
as your good bun, you know how I'm very critical of the bun too.
One of the things I noticed when I reviewed again our last video is you mentioned different bun styles. If they were toasted correctly, if they were stale.
Dude, that's a great bun right there. That bun was
chewy or not,
top and bottom, soft all the way around.
Okay, good. So we were at the point
Are we reviewing it now?
As we are, yep. Well, we gotta give it a score.
That's what I mean. Sorry, score. Yes.
So,
I mean, it's the first one. That's
you don't want to,
right?
Yeah, you don't want to count your chickens before they're hatched.
Oh my god! Wah 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 wah. No, I'm just kidding.
First of many bad jokes.
I mean, I'm gonna start. I mean, I can't go less than a 75. I couldn't go less than 75. I mean, I don't want to go too crazy.
You don't want to go too crazy.
But there's no way I could go less than a 75. Okay. There's no way. Which is 3/4, which is, you know.
I think that, hey, that's like 3 out of 4 stars.
Yeah. That was a great sandwich. I mean,
I'm gonna give it an 81.
Okay. All right.
Only because I did know coming into this with a little bit of bias, this is one of my favorite chicken sandwiches. There's a few others that
I've never had it, so I'm just going blind into this, so I may raise it towards the end. You never know. It could get raised. It could get raised. But there's no way I'd go less than 75. Great sandwich. Very good sandwich.
75, 81.
Very good.
Let's get into that next chicken.
Very good sandwich.
All right, guys. Our second one is coming out of the same factory, the old BK Palace. Palace for the King. Like I said, look at that. Jeez. That's got some oil to it.
Yeah, it does.
That's got some oil to it, guys. We noticed when we went there that they have a new spicy edition, and they were like, well, you don't want to try it? And I was like, you know, does a bear go to the bathroom in the woods?
It sure does.
Sure does.
Looks like he might have went in that sandwich.
This one, I will admit, is a little...
sure is. Making all that.
I think this is going to be sauce.
Maybe,
I want to say it's sauce. Because I like that we commented on the first one that it didn't taste like really baked or really fried. It had that baked.
Do you think they're doing the Nashville hot sauce on that maybe or something like that?
Get your finger in there. See if you like it.
Let's
see if is it cayenne?
Dude, that's pretty. You know what? It almost tastes like a Middlesworth.
No.
I'm telling you, that's
Middlesworth is a local PA chip place.
Dude, that's got a Middlesworthy flavor to it.
It's got a... We'll throw a little sponsorship to Middlesworth here up in the corner.
That's interesting.
All right. I was saying we can go with the glamour shot here, but it is very messy. So what I'm actually going to do...
And I'm not a super hot guy, but that's got a little bit of...
I'm going to let you grab the glamour shot for this guy. So that'll pop on there, and as soon as it's ready, just hit that record button. You guys can see live in action behind the studios. This is what we got here. Would you say that this is your first glamour shot?
I would say so.
Ooh, click it one more time there. It should blink.
No, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. Look at that. Let's get that tomato out of there. That is a wet sandwich.
That's what she said.
That is what she said.
Should I get it again?
Little Michael Scott, yeah. All right,
dude,
so
it's got a little kick to it.
Wow. We're gonna get this on here.
Not crazy, but that's, wow.
We're gonna get it cut in half. I did not expect that to be that.
I know.
Wet. We'll just say that.
Sure.
So we're gonna go in here.
I'm gonna be curious to see if you get the Middlesworth vibe, or the barbecue chip vibe that I got too.
Now, if we were doing like at a Korean place or something like that, what would you rank this between a 1 to 5 spice?
I mean, it's not overwhelming. I'd give it like maybe a 2.5, like a 2.5.
Okay, so it's not a crazy.
No, it's like eating a Middlesworth. To me, I got a Middlesworth barbecue chip feel. That's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you what, though, you get Middlesworth chips going for a good 20 minutes, so you get a little bit of you get a little bit of pain.
You will.
So there you go, guys. There's our cross section of that puppy. As you can see, it is very wet and it is soaking the bun. We got a ton of sauce.
All right, you ready?
Cheers.
Again. All right.
I got the Middlesworth. It's got some spice.
Or even
and
any kind of like a
though.
barbecue, like not, you know, I mean, it's not like you're eating a barbecue chip, but you get that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It is like a sweet heat.
It is, yeah.
Bun's just as soft.
It is.
As wet as this sandwich was, I will say that it is just as crispy as that last one.
It is.
It still has a ton of crisp to it. I think I'm gonna go in for a danger shot. I'm going in for this really wet centerpiece. Again, Burger King. The home of the burger.
Completely impressed. Totally impressed right now with these.
You know?
Completely exceeded my expectations of like fast food chicken sandwiches. Completely.
We got a guy who's gonna sit here and tell me he's gonna order a Whopper and then look at me like I'm crazy because I'm gonna order a piece of chicken at Burger King. And I think I'm the smarter man in that situation.
You know what?
Clean Plate Club.
I just told you earlier that I'm more like prone to hamburgers over chicken, but that right there might have flipped me for burger. I mean, I'm a Whopper guy. Don't get me wrong, but
I mean, a good Whopper.
That changed my
turn
tune
today.
on. That changed my tune on my expectations of what a fast food place can do for chicken sandwiches. That was amazing. Both those were amazing.
Now, one place that we did leave out was Chick-fil-A. And
Everybody loves Chick-fil-A.
Everybody loves
You need
Chick-fil-A.
16 hours to wait in line though to get them.
Correct.
Yeah.
So around us, our Chick-fil-A's take a little while to get through. And since we both have eaten Chick-fil-A probably numerous times in our life, we decided to take it out of there. I will say though, if somebody's looking for a spice rating, that still was not as spicy as Chick-fil-A spicy.
Okay. All right.
So I think Chick-fil-A spicy is over and above that.
Okay. That's what I said. It almost had just that barbecue chip feel.
I was gonna say it has a barbecue heat to it.
A little bit of a barbecue
Sweet
chip
heat.
heat. Yes, yes. Delicious. I mean, absolutely delicious.
All right. Let us get on to the next chicken. And as Eric so politely advised me, we didn't rate it. That's how good it was. I was just into it.
You know, the first one we talked a little bit. We were saying how maybe it lacked a little condimenty things, like maybe a little more mayo, maybe a little more of that. So that because of the the wetness of it. I'm gonna go an 80 on that one. I'm going 80. I'm going 5%.
I was gonna,
higher.
I'll give him a 5-er. I'll give him a 5-er. So I'm at 86 then.
Okay. All right.
I will admit though, if I do go out, I would go for a regular over a hot.
I would too, just for just heartburn issues, whatever. Yeah, right. We're no spring chickens.
We're no spring chickens.
Yeah. So.
All right. Now let's get into that next. All right, guys. So moving down the line of, I would say the big conglomerate franchisers. Your favorite restaurant, right?
No.
I know you're not a big McDonald's guy.
No, McDonald's.
I will admit that I am chicken nugget connoisseur. I do love chicken nuggets. I have not had their chicken sandwich yet. Right? Same kind of bag. Now, see what they did different? It's not wrapped. The ones before us actually had a wrapper around it.
See, and that's my biggest already appearance.
Look at it.
Look at it. Look.
It's wet.
Look at that.
It's got a sog factor.
And see, that's one of my biggest problems with McDonald's is it's always appearance out the bag. McDonald's always has wretched. Look at that. Come on.
Guys, and the other thing I want to mention is we're not sponsored by anybody, so we're going to tell you our true feelings. I will advise you that every single one of these sandwiches is probably, I'm not sure about tier 2, but mine were all around like the $4.93, $5.10, like $5 section.
Actually, they took me for like 6 or 7 for that Wendy's.
For Wendy's?
That's so high.
It better be good.
I know, right?
So look at the difference here in quality. And I'm not, again, trying to bash McDonald's because I feel like we did a little bit in the last one.
Appearance-wise, it's never...
It is what it is.
I mean, come on.
Now,
can you even compare that?
I almost want to, like, in post, I'm going to put a picture of this flat fillet next to how thick that fillet was from...
Yes, you had ridges, you had the bread.
I don't even want to give this a glamour shot.
Doesn't deserve it.
The patent-pended Dragon Touch glamour shot
Doesn't deserve it.
is not getting ruined on this sandwich. Now, are we going to be blown away in taste?
I don't think so. Because, no.
I'm going to give you this little extender here.
I think that deserves a Kodak click and press 1985 glamour shot. That's about all you're doing.
Oh, the old Polaroid.
Yeah, the old Polaroid. There you go.
And I'm trying not to squeeze it down, but again, it's already squished down.
No, it's already squished down. There's not a lot of love made in that sandwich, I can tell you that. I think somebody who didn't want to work Saturdays made that sandwich.
I mean,
it's got some...
It's still, I guess...
Not as thick, not as juicy. Come on.
Yeah,
you're right. It's all in the taste. It's all in the taste every now and then. So.
Is that a whole chicken breast, or does that look like processed meat?
I mean, it looks kind of like it could be a chicken breast.
What do you think, guys?
That's my other problem with McDonald's. I don't know what I'm getting sometimes at McDonald's. I don't trust them.
I don't.
Thank God I have a cast iron stomach, so we'll be good. All right, here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers. No.
That tastes like 100% breading, deep fryer, French fries. Almost, I got a little McFish in there.
Like a Long John Silver's platter where they're just cooking everything.
Everything's going together.
The French fries and the chicken and the fish is all cooked in the same grease.
Is there a pickle? Okay.
I mean,
I gotta get a bite with a pickle.
It's not horrible. It's not horrible. And the bread, remember with the burgers, remember the rock hard buns sometimes? The bun's not. It's night and day though. You can't even compare
this. I was gonna say, this bun, I think, is off of a...
This is a rarity. I'm not finishing it. I won't finish it.
I don't...
I never leave food.
I don't know. Like, this has left me speechless.
It's...
bad.
I'm not gonna go like 20s or 30s. I'm gonna go like 55.
55?
I mean, it's average.
You're a generous man.
It's average. It's an average chicken sandwich. It's just average.
34.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to go average. I'm going to go true average. 50.
50?
I'm going to give it a 50.
You're saying it's right in the center?
I'm going to go right in the center. But it's still an F. A 50 where I come from is an F.
I mean,
but
we are from the age where we didn't get participation awards.
70 to 80 was a C.
Yeah.
So this is still an F in my book, but it's not like unedible. It's not unedible.
I mean, I'm not going to throw it out of bed.
No. No. But not even night and day. Burger King crushed that.
I just
crushed it.
I can't. The best way that I guess I can describe this is there is 3 ingredients in the sandwich: chicken, bread, and pickle.
Do you know what the best part of that sandwich was? The pickle. The pickle.
That's why I said I had to take a pickle bite.
Yes.
This sandwich tastes like anything brown and breading congealed together like a hush puppy.
Like if you went to the grocery store and bought a Tyson something in the frozen aisle and threw it in the oven for 20 minutes, I could have made that chicken sandwich at home for...
So let's, we rated it to keep it going a little bit with them. I hate to do them dirty like this, but let's see if we can get a little redemption on the spicy chicken. It's warm, so we're good. Okay. I mean, I don't want to bash them to say it's the reason it's not as juicy is because it's cold.
No.
I'll admit, the Burger King we picked up before everything else. Because I hit Burger King, Popeyes, McDonald's, and then you had yours.
Maybe better.
So I think it's, again, they had the wax paper.
True.
No wax paper.
Okay.
I don't think this is saucy either. Look at it.
Once again.
I think we got the same chicken sandwich with a orange sauce on it. And it looks like there's something growing in the center of it.
It almost looks like a Big Mac sauce or something, kind of. I mean,
you touch your finger. Spicy or Big Mac sauce?
It's a little more. It's not Big Mac sauce, but it's a little more. It's not spicy though. It's
Guys,
not really spicy.
I'm not trying to bash it, but it's like, look at this.
This is why I say McDonald's. I never have any expectations from McDonald's. Never.
But they can't come into the chicken game, have a whole section on their menu, drive-in menu, dedicated to this.
Like you said, that's the game right now. The chicken is the game.
Yeah, but they can't get into the game and not show up.
No.
This is...
not at all. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates of chicken right there. I mean, any baseball fans out there, you know they're terrible.
I guess we should look at the bottom. Okay, so they sauced the bottom.
Okay.
This, you know what that sauce does remind me of? Boom Boom.
Boom Boom. Okay, you know
so
what? Now
does it have like a
Boom Boom?
Like a chili Thai?
Yes, a little Boom Boomy. I'll give you that. A little Boom Boomy. Yeah. But again, the presentation. It's the presentation. That's what your eyes see. You know, you open them sandwiches.
I tried giving McDonald's, because again, we bashed them a little bit in the last one. And I said, I'll try and give it to them this time. I got them almost second to last, so it would be the freshest one. It's still kind of warm. I don't know. I mean, I guess that is a real chicken breast because you can kind of see the formation of the tenderloin to the breast.
Never know what they're doing anymore these days.
Did you see, I'll give you your half. They now put fake grill marks and stuff on grilled food by using charcoal dust.
I didn't know that, but I knew
it's like a stencil,
right? And
they charcoal dust stuff on them. Good luck. See you on the other side.
All right.
It's night and day better than the other one, only because it's wet in my mouth. The other one was dry.
This is definitely moister, like you said. I mean, the sauce helps to...
I was gonna say, I think it's the sauce.
It's the sauce.
So like if you had to go to McDonald's and they were like, the only thing we have left is chicken.
It's almost overwhelming, the sauce, to a degree.
I was just about to say, it's starting to build.
It's building.
But I think that is not Boom Boom sauce. That is Big Mac sauce with Boom Boom sauce mixed.
There you go.
Because you know what that tastes like?
What?
It has ketchup forward taste.
I do have a little bit. I see what you're saying.
It tastes like straight ketchup, like hot
heat's
ketchup.
not going away.
It's not. It's making, yeah.
The heat's staying.
It's like a hot ketchup. Hot ketchup, guys. You want to go to McDonald's? Get yourself some hot ketchup.
Better? I think it's better.
It's
slightly better.
It's slightly better. So,
I mean, just so not to beat a dead horse, but how night and day that is to Burger King. I mean, how much better for night and day? Not even.
I mean, I'm gonna do it. I gotta find Burger King's. Here it is.
Wait, there's
not a lot left because
that is a hot sauce.
We got into it, but
that is a hot sauce.
I mean, I want you guys to see the difference between what a piece of fried chicken with crumbles and chicken breast versus a flat patty looks like.
Yep.
You can't fake chicken breast.
And you would think all the money McDonald's has, I mean, all these places got money, but all the money they have, and if they want to get in the chicken game, you got to come to the plate. You're McDonald's.
I mean, synonymous they set themselves up to lose, I feel like, with
that's
that
what I mean.
offering.
You're synonymous with fast food. How can you not come to the table with a marquee chicken sandwich? How can you not?
I was going to say, so $4.93 or something like that versus $1 McChicken. I'm going for the $1 McChicken.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, not very much difference, honestly. Not much difference.
All right, let us review.
We didn't grade it. We got graded.
Let us review that we had a 50 and a 34 for the last one. Spicy. What are we gonna give it?
I mean, I'm not gonna get into the below. I appreciate your low score on these, but it was not it was a moist bun. The bun wasn't hateful. Rambling. I'm gonna give it a 54. I'm gonna give it a 54.
Okay.
Slightly better than the other one.
I was actually gonna, before you said anything, before you said all these low ball scores, I was gonna say I actually decently enjoyed it, and I was gonna give it at least halfway up there, even though I don't think it really does, at a 50. So,
okay. All right.
54 and a 50.
And again, 50s, in our world, like we said, 50s
We're very...
50s are halfway, but they're still
fails.
Yeah, fails. It definitely fails.
Yeah. And we'll hopefully see in our next sandwich.
Now I think the stakes are going to go up here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I think maybe we'll see a pattern. I don't want to say what it is yet with our scoring. Maybe you guys at home are catching it. But we'll see. Let's get that next chicken sandwich.
We came out the gates hot, though. We came out the gates hot with that chicken.
The chicken did.
Came out the gates hot.
I wanted you to try and taste what I told you. Like it was like weird to be a burger place.
That's gonna be tough.
Chicken front.
That's gonna be tough to beat. But I've never had Popeyes. That's straight crazy enough. I've never had Popeyes. So
let's get into that next one. All right. So our next one that we're getting into, everybody knows this packaging.
Not me.
You know what I remember most about Popeye's chicken sandwich, since it was the big craze like 2 years ago or last year, you know, came out whenever. They had it on the news. There was a guy. It wasn't local, so it was probably a Florida man. Hashtag Florida man. he was going through the drive-thrus, and he would buy like 20 or 30 of them
and sold them in the lots or
for
whatever.
$20 a sandwich because they would run out.
It's insane.
$20 a sandwich.
It's just,
I paid $4 for this.
Yeah.
Actually, I think this one was like $3.89 or something. This was a cheaper of the options. $20.
Sanity of the world, man.
So, and our Popeyes is always busy. Look at that bun.
I mean, there you go. Good looking bun already. Presentation, much better. Again.
The chicken.
Chicken, much better looking.
Oh, look at the breading came off to the...
Yeah.
It's beautiful. What do we got underneath?
Oh, like I say, where are the pickles? All right.
Pickles?
Pickles on the bottom.
So do you consider that a traditional sandwich, chicken sandwich then?
I would.
Pickle, mayo.
That's
chicken.
how I am. And maybe a little lettuce. I'm a lettuce guy too. And that's what, well, we'll get to the other burger. But I did it a little different on the one burger because I made to order one. So looks good.
All right.
Looks good.
Well, let's get our glamour shot going. I'm actually going to pop that guy up there so we can see a little bit. Would you like to do the honors?
Sure thing.
Let them see your styling.
All right.
Very good. Okay. So, do you want to... No, let's do it this way. So, I was telling Eric, when I first had... Go ahead.
I was going to say, give me one, you take one, we can dip it.
And dip.
We'll
Okay, good,
Let's
good,
dip.
good.
That way we can get a bite plain.
When I originally had this, I was told you got to have it with the blackened ranch. I haven't been to Raising Cane's, but everybody online compares the blackened ranch to kind of like the Raising Cane sauce, and it's apparently their thing. So I'll open this up for us.
Yeah. Whoop. Bite with, bite without.
And you can get into that if you want to, just to try it by itself. It is very good, I think. And then let's get this breast cut in half. Spice factor or no?
Not really.
Good, yeah. See, I think as blackened ranch, it's flavor. You're getting black pepper,
Definitely
you're not
flavor.
getting heat.
No, definitely flavor.
Oh,
There you
look at that. See what I mean?
It's like 2.5 times thicker too.
I mean, we got
Yeah.
breast. It's just
Bun.
that's just a hunk of chicken.
It is. Probably the best looking bun.
I was gonna say, look at the bun.
Best looking bun.
How do you like bun to chicken ratio?
When it comes to chicken, I almost
You want
like
a
a
big
little.
chunk?
I do like a bigger bun in those kind.
Yeah,
of
it's got to hold it,
exactly. All right.
All right.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Go in with and without.
Now, actually, you go. I don't want to say anything and spoil it because this is your first time.
Yeah. It's clean tasting, not greasy, very moist. I'm not gonna lie though, I don't think it's better than Burger King.
Really?
I don't think it's better. I'm gonna try with a little bit of the sauce, but
So, having been a Popeyes kind of guy for a little bit and had their, the tackle box and the five-finger specials, and this tastes exactly how Popeyes tastes. So, you know how the mantra, you always get a Whopper and it always tastes like a Whopper?
Right.
You're gonna go to Popeyes and get chicken.
so this is always just like a piece of chicken. This is their chicken.
This is
drumstick.
their
Okay.
special spice or whatever they use in their breading. This is
Again, it's clean. It's not greasy. The presentation was good. It's not a bad sandwich at all. Not a bad sandwich. I think, honestly, in my opinion, I think the sauce is a little underwhelming to a degree. Not like you said, more flavor factor. But well, I could do with it, with or without it. It's not.
I'm also the type of guy that would like a messy, wet, thick
Oh
sandwich.
yeah.
Some people, they eat their burgers dry. They eat some of their things dry. Might not like it. I like an Aloysius sauce.
It's good. I'm not gonna jump. I'm gonna jump right to it. I'm gonna give it a 70.
70?
70. I'm gonna give it a 70.
I'm gonna go. I don't know. I like it. I forget what I gave the other one, but I'm gonna say.
I think because I don't eat fast food a lot, and I haven't had fast food chicken sandwich in so long. Like this is all. I'm trying not to go. Like.
I know, but
Like
That
something
chicken.
like a 90 or an 85 even.
Well, that's where I was gonna go. I think I'm going to 90. I hate to say
Really?
it.
Wow.
This to me is chicken taste wise.
I mean,
I hate to say
it does kind of have the most natural chicken
Yeah.
taste in a way. I know what you mean.
This
by that.
this tastes like something my mom would fry up.
I think
and
I
put
see
in a
what you're
bun.
saying there. I see what you're saying there.
So I'm going with a 90 because I mean it's close to BK's, and BK's, don't get me wrong, is a fantastic sandwich.
I did like that BK.
But I don't know, man.
I think I'm just looking for that wow.
You want the wow?
I'm waiting for that wow to hit me. But by no means was that bad. I mean,
No.
not even close to that. Just not the burger. I think I got spoiled out the gates with the Burger King. Maybe
You might have.
I got spoiled out the gates. I think the Burger King was a little more crispier, more. You know what I mean? Like a thicker. I don't know. Texture.
Yeah, texture-wise, they definitely had, and actually that's a good point. I thought Popeyes, being the crispy that they are, would have a thicker breading. I think Burger King's breading
That's what I think I was looking for
thicker.
too. A little more thicker,
Crunch.
crisp crunch. A crunch.
What, you gave that what, an 85? No, 82.
Okay, 70.
70.
70. I'm not harsh
He's
critic.
a hard guy.
I'm a harsh critic.
All right, let's see. Now I'm gonna say it before we get into this next chicken sandwich.
Another Popeyes.
That every one we've done so far, and the studio audience will see this in post, obviously. When we try the spicy, we seem to give it a higher score.
Okay, so that's a spicy dough.
So this
that looks
one
crispier already. It looks crispier.
is there. Look at all that.
That's
a hunk of chicken.
It is. It looks crispier.
And it does got a little bit of sauce on it.
Yeah.
And we got one. We got one pickle.
Yeah, they buried.
They hide us. They hit on us. All right, let's get this cross section done on this guy.
Okay.
I mean that thing. Just hold on, it's talking to you.
That's a good looking sandwich. Another good bun too. Bun looks great. Like, look at these buns compared to that McDonald's. I mean, really, it's insulting.
Oh, flavor spot.
All right, there we go. Oh,
Ooh, oh, I wish I had some ASMR to just. You guys got to hear that crunch. I'll see if I can get that in post. Oh, look at that.
oh yeah.
Look at that, guys.
I'm excited for this one. I'm not waiting.
Dig it.
All right.
I got the good Lord all inside of me.
It's even better than the last.
Yeah, it's better.
And the pickle, it's a good, what do you call it? I think they call them half sours. So it's not like a dill in your face. It's a nice half sour. And that sauce, it's making my mouth water a little bit, but
What did I give my Burger King?
your Burger King was spicy, was an 80. I know. So
This might tie. I might go
I was
high
gonna
on
say.
this one. I might go 80. I might go 80.
I like
this is pretty good. This is pretty good.
I like this one for different reasons than I like the Burger King. So
I just think from the previous Popeyes one, there's a little more flavor, obviously because it's spicy.
it's spicy. But see this one where the I'm gonna give I gave it a 93. I'm getting to the pinnacle with this.
Wow.
Because this is exactly what, like I said, it's a wetter sandwich. Remember I said the last one was dry. This one's wet. As we heard, your crunch and the crunch in here.
Dude.
They got the crunch. The bun's just as good because it's the same bun, and I really like the pickles. This, I thought I was a Chuck King guy and like that because the Burger King chicken.
They're neck
I
and
rave
neck.
about it.
They're neck and neck in a way. I mean, that's
This tastes more like homegrown
kind
chicken.
of does. I know what you're saying.
One more bite and we'll get to the next one.
Unfortunately, I scarfed down the whole Burger King one, so I can't even go back and compare like a savage over here. That is pretty good, man. That's really good. I could do without that.
I was gonna say
it didn't need it. That's a good sign of a
think
good sandwich, though.
Yes, I was gonna say I don't think it needed the special.
It's a sign, and that's a sign.
Blackening sauce.
Nope, you don't need to mask it with anything. No.
Let's keep it out of there.
All right.
All right. Now we'll go with our last major competitor from the big guys before we go.
Now
with
that's a
local.
Nashville hot. That's a whole different beast kind.
Right. Oh, you're right. So, but you know what? It's still a chicken sandwich. I say we keep it on the same scale.
We will.
So let's pop this guy open. Now, no bag. First, no bag.
No bag.
No bag.
No bag.
What do you think that's all about? Dave doesn't want to spring
Is that
for the
bacon? What is that? Put bacon?
I think you got some bacon in here, man.
Okay. So you've never had a Nash? I think you've. What?
What is that?
I don't know.
You gotta pull one of them off.
Are those? What do you call them?
Is that deep fried pickle?
I think so. Well, might have been at one time. Might have been deep fried pickle at 9 o'clock this morning.
Guys, this has got some bacon on it. Wendy's can't get away from their just love of bacon.
See, that's not anything that I thought I ordered. I thought it was just gonna be like a saucy, like a Nashville
chicken. Do we have sauce on the bottom?
Oof.
I think there was a sauce there at
might have
one
been.
point.
It might have been.
It's got some spice to it. It's got a little kick.
It does.
So
Once
that's,
again,
that's
you know
the
what?
thing.
Look, McDonald's presentation. The presentation does not look.
It's. I will give it though the fact that the actual bacon looks good. It's not a chicken sandwich because it has bacon on it, but
exactly.
The bacon looks great, and
I almost think that I want to take the bacon off because I think it's going to take away from the chicken. Almost. I think I'm going to get sodium, salty bacon.
You want to de-bacon it?
I'll de-bacon if you're down for de-bacon. Are you down for de-bacon?
Patented de-baconing.
That's a sin in some circles. Who doesn't like bacon? I love bacon, but
yeah,
not
that's a hot pepper cheese.
Okay.
That's definitely a hot pepper cheese.
Those pickles would have been good if they were made correctly.
Yeah, they're
Whenever
all
they
kind of
were-
on one side, so I'm gonna shift them over. Guys, we're Frankenstein.
No, we're Frankenstein.
All right, so dude, they look
Once
like,
again, the
they look
buns-
like Ruffles. Ruffles
They
has
do.
riches.
They do. You can tell again the buns, but compared to the Burger King and the Popeyes, the buns.
So you got a pickle seed on the top. All right.
But again, a lot of it's in the taste.
I was gonna say, if it tastes good, I don't care what it looks like.
True.
I've eaten, sea urchin. All right, guys. I think it passes at least the sniff test. It is not a ground chicken patty. That is
Looks a lot more like McDonald's though. Like
but that's at least a real chicken.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited for these pickle things.
Let's see what happens.
Cheers.
Come on in. Let's see what happens.
That's got a decent flavor though.
It does.
I don't know what the flavor is.
It does have a good flavor.
Is it a mustardy? A honey mustard? Did you say it was honey hot? Was it honey hot?
No, I think it was a Nashville hot, they call it. I thought it was maybe.
I taste a little bit of honey or something sweet.
I taste that.
I'm not gonna lie, this is not, in our other realm of chicken sandwiches. This is pretty tasty.
No, flavor-wise, I'm not hating on it.
The chicken in that.
It's that eye candy though, where you first open it up. And
I was gonna say it doesn't have any of that. Right.
The Popeyes just popped at you when you saw it. I mean, it's like whoa, but not bad at all.
But that chicken
Not bad.
is really decent chicken, tasting chicken.
It is.
Yeah, forget whatever this stuff is. I don't know what this is. I'll have to look this up online, guys. I'm not lying to you. It looks like...
That's terrible. I feel bad. I can't remember what the heck I ordered now. I swear it was like a Nashville hot. They call it. Maybe it was honey hot.
Yeah, you don't taste honey in that?
I do a little bit now that you sit down. I do.
But I don't know what these are.
It's pretty good actually. It's pretty good.
But this chicken...
It's pretty good.
I mean, it's a different... Look at this. It pulls apart. I mean, you got real flake chicken.
See, I think a lot of my scoring, I do the whole gamut of appearance.
You want it all.
I'm giving it appearance, I'm giving it flavor, I'm giving it taste. Again, this just didn't look as good. And I know you shouldn't go that way maybe as much with At the end of the day, it's fast food. I mean, I'm not, you're not going to get,
You're right. We're not
Ruth Chris freaking quality.
heritage birds.
Whatever.
Yeah, even with the cheese, it's pretty good.
Only because of the appearance and it didn't look as good. I'm going 78. I'm gonna go 78.
Okay, I'm right there with you. I was gonna say 80.
Okay.
78 and 80.
Okay.
All right, so let us get the next chicken. All right, guys. So that was the chicken review, but that eerie sound.
Is it a gas station?
Do you hear that? I think that's a chicken monster. There's one more sandwich. So you gave it away. It is from a gas station. We have, just like we were talking about in the last one, sheets in the burger review. Sheets says burgers. So we decided to include the Sheets brothers in all their glory with their Nashville hot chicken.
I believe it was a Nashville hot.
To try and combat in with the rest of them. Now, I will not pride Sheets on being cheaper than the other option, but I will pride Sheets on the fact that it's darn good food for a gas station.
I want to say that was like $5.70 something.
So
it was like
it's in the same price. You're not going to go get like discount, like the roller hot dogs 2 for $1.
No.
Sheets is going to have a little more class to it,
You'd hope.
So, and these all are what they call MTO.
Yes.
Made to order. So let's get this guy open and worthy of a glamour shot. I think it is.
That chicken doesn't look too hateful, actually.
It doesn't. Let's get you on this side here so you can see it.
Chicken looks pretty good.
All right, guys. So, tell them what you threw on this puppy.
I think it was a Nashville hot drizzle, pickles, and cheese and lettuce.
Okay,
I don't see any cheese.
I will admit,
Cheese on there? Ask for cheese.
not on the bottom. We might have got suckered out of cheese. That's all right.
They charged me 40 extra cents for it, I'll tell you that.
I will tell you that this one here, if we're going to talk about Nashville hot chicken, and I guess I got to zoom into this here, and I'll do it in post to get you really in.
They didn't skimp on some condiments in it.
That is a real, if you can look at it. See how it's the dark black fleck, the chili powder? Like that's almost an oil / paste that's in there. That is like, people keep talking about, oh, it's a Nashville chicken. Nashville chicken. If that thing isn't soaked in that oil, it's not Nashville chicken.
Right, okay.
The bun, too.
The bun,
it's soaked.
The bun's not as, again, it doesn't have
I think it's soaked that oil up.
Okay.
And I bet you at one point that was really big and puffy. And it's like, I'm telling you, it's soaked that oil up. I'm excited for this puppy.
It's infused.
It is infused.
Bun infused.
Now, Sheets, a lot of people will say is some of the best food around here, but I will say that Sheets gets a little bit better of a bump than the others because they're open at 2 a.m.
Absolutely.
on the bar.
I said it all the time. In my drinking days, I used to tear up an MTO sub all the time, and it was the best thing in the world when you're, 3 sheets to the wind. Sure.
Look at that soakage.
It doesn't look bad. It's definitely got some, there's flavor potential there. A lot of flavor potential.
All right.
Sir. Thank God, too, because I'm on my chicken. I'm on the way out.
You're on the way out?
I'm on the way out with some chicken.
All right, let's think it.
We've tore up some chicken here. All right.
Hey, if you look at this, though, before we get into this thing has, actually, the first one that has penetrated the chicken with flavor.
It has.
It's not just pure white meat.
That looks good.
That's a Nashville hot taste. That is Tabasco, cayenne.
Is that jalapenos on there? I almost feel like I got a jalapeno.
We definitely got pickles here.
There is something hot in this that's beyond, maybe like you said, maybe it's that sauce or something.
I think that's a real Nashville hot. You're right. I mean, this has that smoky Tabasco-y cayenne forward
I get that
pepper.
smoky now. The smoke hit me right there.
I mean, God,
This isn't bad at all.
it's orange. That ain't bad at all. No.
If that had the texture of like the Popeyes or the Burger King
say.
and the bun also,
That's almost like I want more of it. It's so good, I want more.
This might honestly have some of the best flavor.
It's making the stuff run, but that's what you want out of a good chicken sandwich.
Dude, this might have the best flavor.
I think I've been sleeping on Sheets' chicken.
This might have the best flavor. Like the taste hits you, then like you said, that heat's just...
It's welling up. It's welling up. The bun could be forgivable.
The bun's...
because of the taste, but
Yeah.
it could have been. I hate to keep going back to it because I gotta find it, but yeah. I mean, you're talking the difference bun factors of like thickness. You know, it's a brioche bun from some of them.
The brioche
places.
goes a long way. The brioche does go a long way.
It's just one of those.
Dude, that was pretty
Wish
good.
you had it on it because it was good.
That was really good.
It's dangerous. I know I'm gonna pay for it later with
Oh, I'm
Harper,
paying,
but
I'm paying later. Oh, yeah.
Man.
I'm paying for it right now.
Technical difficulties. We'll be right back.
I almost need a shot of milk. Whew. My God.
All right, let's. That's our last one. What we?
I almost got to restructure. I'm gonna have to maybe restructure some things here on these.
You are locked in, sir.
I can't change.
You
my
are
scores?
locked.
All right. Well,
We have to do
I'm
first
going.
impression.
You know what? I'm gonna do. I'm going 80. I'm going 80 again.
Okay.
In so many ways, I would give a three-way, almost a three-way with Sheets. Like Sheets.
Of all places.
Sheets, Burger King, and Popeye. I mean, the
They're
Popeye.
good.
I think I expected so much from Popeyes because again, I'm one of the probably the weirdest people in the world that's never eaten Popeyes till now. And you always hear of this allure of Popeyes. Like you said, people pay $20 in the parking lot
Yeah.
for sandwiches. Like this big craze, this Chick-fil-A, Popeyes. And it wasn't just. I was expecting so much more from Popeyes. Maybe I had too big of expectations, possibly, but you know what I mean. It's just.
I'm gonna go.
That flavor kills.
I'm gonna go because like I kind of set my standard where yours was for the 75, 80s, you know, and say that this is right around with there too. But I like it, and I'm gonna give it an extra point at 82.
Okay.
I say
All right.
point or two for that flavor. This is a unique flavor.
It is. It really is.
So 82 for me.
That completely exceeded my expectations for what I would get at Sheets for a chicken sandwich. Completely exceeded.
Let's get all this cleaned up here and we'll be right back for our discussion. All right guys, as you can see, we've cleaned up our mess a little bit to try and get us to show us who the overall winner was. If you've been tallying along, doing your math correctly, you know, math blastering it up, it was Popeyes.
I'm not going to argue with that. I can't argue.
The chicken sandwich.
Had great presentation, great flavor. Overall, I was partial to the Burger King, but I think again it might have been the first one I ate.
Okay.
I didn't eat a lot this morning. I mean, I was trying to save myself for this. I think maybe coming out the gates, I went a little hot with my But no, you made some good points about the Popeyes. It had a more of a home style feel.
Yeah.
It was good. It was very good. You know, what I mean, I could say I can't argue with that.
If you get Popeyes again, you'll have to let us know in the comments, or you know, me personally.
Yes.
I don't know. If you the taste thing, like I said about McDonald's having a Whopper being the same every time you get it, whether you're in a different state taste. I think Popeyes has that distinct taste where it's like, if I get Popeye's chicken, whether it's a drumstick, like you said, or like a chicken tender.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's consistency.
I love
it's consistency.
It's consistency.
Sure.
Consistency is king for me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think too, like, I was pleasantly surprised because again, I don't eat a lot of fast food. I haven't had a chicken sandwich besides a McChicken in years. Years since I had a fast food chicken sandwich. They completely exceeded my expectations of what fast food.
I was gonna say, the innovation since 2012 to 2019, whatever survey, we talked about 30% increase of the market of fast food chains, you now know why.
Some of those were just as good as a bar and grill place I've eaten.
Right.
To be quite honest with you.
It's a different game out there. There is another option than the beef. USDA choice, we're coming after you. Don't come after me. One thing I wanted to, I want to ask you first, what day do chickens hate most?
I don't know what day.
Fry day.
God.
Now, the reason I wanted to tell that joke also, and another homage to our Super Size Me 2, one of the things I found interesting is you will notice that on any of these menus that we ordered from, any of the bags, any of the packages, any of your receipts, they will not say these are fried chicken sandwiches.
Oh.
What are these?
Crispy?
These are crispy chicken sandwiches.
Crispy chicken.
The word fry has a negative connotation to it.
Gotcha.
So to the sheeple that we are as American people apparently, will consume the same probably 1,200 calorie piece of fried trans fat blob, as long as it says it is a crispy. It's crispy. It's not deep
Mind
fried.
manipulation.
Correct.
Sure.
So the last thing before we get out of here, I do want to go over our scores, and we'll post them over here somewhere for you so that you can see. Let's talk about this. So first place was Popeye Spicy with a total score of 173, followed by Burger King, the King, at 166, and then Sheetz, our local homeboy,
Amazing.
162. So it came right behind BK. What I want to know, now that, because like I said, it's in stone, you gave your number, you gotta stick by it. If you could change between, actually it's the three that are the winners, all you gave an 80. And you took Josh's calculation out of it and you had to pick 1, 2, and 3 based upon the numbers, because now I'm out of it. You gotta give a first, second, and third. Would you keep it the same or change it?
You mean my personal preference?
Yeah, I'm out of it, so you can't have 3 80s.
I probably would
where?
go back and say maybe, I would probably change up and go Popeyes was probably 1. Just because, again, the overall presentation was good. I think I came out the gates hot.
So Popeyes?
Burger King, then Sheetz.
Burger King Sheetz.
Yeah.
So,
I would.
like our rankings did, they kind of came with you too.
And Sheetz honestly would have probably been right up there with a little better presentation.
I think
a little better presentation.
You know,
that might have had the best flavor.
Yes, I was gonna say if we decided to maybe that's what we should have did. You know, hindsight's 2020. We should have did 3 categories: aesthetics, flavor, and then an overall.
But I mean, even though it's fast food, at the end of the day, food should always be judged the full gamut. You know,
full
you got
gamut,
presentation, flavor, there's
value,
everything. Right, you have to factor all that in. So.
Do you know what devalues Popeyes for us? And I can't wait to see the comments of all of my local YouTubers that watch us. The Popeyes chicken that I went to, throwing a little shade, sorry guys, on 22 has a one-way entrance and you must be going east. You must be going east on 22 to get into it. And then when you come out of it, you again can only keep going east and come out of there. It is at the corner of an intersection. Maybe I'll Google map it so you guys can see why I'm complaining so much. And the line constantly comes out to 22. So if you're coming straight at the light past the mall, you must get over out of the right-hand lane to pass them, and then you can get back in because the line that is there at that light is blocking traffic.
Right.
Is for Popeyes. People gotta get their fried chicken.
And I'll tell you something too. That Sheetz only came into play because Dairy Queen, which was one of our best burgers in the burger review. Yeah. I walked into Dairy Queen and they said we have no crispy chicken sandwiches. We only have grilled chicken sandwiches. How do you have chicken?
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. So do you remember
that was what we wanted to really? We were really excited about.
Yeah. We did that.
The Sheetz was just a whim at the end. But it turned out to be
I was gonna say I'm glad they came into it.
I am too. How are you having chicken?
I remember when we went to another local tavern or restaurant around here and they started having chicken at market price.
Oh, right.
Do you remember?
Sure.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
okay. So great restaurant. I don't want to bash it at all, but they had to do something because of COVID times. I wonder if Dairy Queen's supply chain or whoever they use, because there's apparently 5 big companies. Cook Brothers, Purdue, Tyson, Angora, or ConAgra Farms. There's like basically 5 major chicken suppliers.
Okay.
And like, it's funny, if you look at it, like, Tyson is obviously, I think Tyson is McDonald's. I think Tyson or Purdue, one of them, the big guys, go to them, and Burger King is that, and then some of the other. So I wonder if their supply chain is being affected by it, or some 17-year-old kid got to do inventory this week and he couldn't count chickens.
Very true. Yeah, it makes you wonder. It could be maybe it's just not popular at that location. They didn't order anymore. Maybe.
I'll tell you what is popular: the burgers.
I tell you, that's why I was disappointed, because those burgers were remarkable. I wanted to try the chicken. I
finally, almost a year after us doing the burger challenge, got there. Because like I said, it's not on my everyday route. Got to a DQ, had that burger. It was a little bit strong on the mustard forward flavor.
Right.
But other than that,
I think they offer a couple different kinds.
I think, yeah, they had a steakhouse burger, I think, which was, you know, your A1, Swiss, and bacon, and then a mushroom one, I think. I mean, it's almost a 10 out of 10 backyard barbecue burger for me, because it was like, you got that flame grilled taste.
Yeah.
The bun was super soft. It was great. The cheese is that, I know it's bad for you, but it's super processed. Kraft Velveeta or whatever, you know, sticks to your ribs and stays with you into the grave.
Right. Autopsy cheese, yes.
Autopsy cheese. You know, hashtag autopsy cheese, everybody. You heard it here first. When you gotta know what that cheese is, autopsy cheese. All right, before we let these people go, thank you for watching us. Eric, do you have any last? Thank you, sir.
No, man, absolutely. I had a great time.
You are the king at giving me an honest opinion on food, and that's why I like coming to you.
Thank you.
I want to know. Where's the pulse? You know, I want to know what's good when I bring you some.
Don't sleep on a Sheetz chicken sandwich. That's what I'm saying.
The Nashville. Yeah, say it for us again? How did you order this? Nashville sauce or Nashville
I think
oil?
I think it was actually a spicy chicken with Nashville drizzle.
Drizzle.
Cheese, supposedly. It was supposedly had American cheese.
And then we need our 40-cent cheese.
That's right. I got taking the cleaners on that 40-cent cheese.
It's on camera.
And then just lettuce and pickle, no tomato. I'm not a big tomato guy on chicken sandwich.
Hey, that's something we didn't mention, but like, super quick. I know, because I ramble.
I think McBurkin was the one that had tomato, right?
No, there was another one that had tomato on it. It was the first two. It was McDonald's and Burger King. Okay. I don't think it made a difference on any of the sandwiches.
No. Tomato sometimes doesn't, because if you're out of season or you get a bad tomato, it just tastes like a watery, I mean, if you don't get that tomato taste,
it's got to be in season.
That red, blood red taste of a tomato.
But no, it couldn't have been McDonald's. I think it was.
It was definitely Burger King.
The reason I said it was 2 is because we did Burger King and then Burger King spicy. I thought it was the first 2. I was gonna say McDonald's ain't letting go of no tomato slice. No, I mean they couldn't even give us any sauce.
No, that was.
You know, they're keeping it. You know, their secrets within the Golden Arches.
It's no coincidence. The only time I've had McDonald's in the last 12 years is with you doing these reviews. That's why
we serve the public in our endeavor to report the truth.
That's right.
And you know, you will be exposed, fast food restaurants, if you serve under par food.
Get yourself some chicken, Dairy Queen.
And get some chicken.
Get yourself some chicken. All right.